Hello, everyone. Finally, this board. Dude, everyone's been pumped for this board. Baron, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Baron, by the way, you should have got a tracking notification. Should have. I saw an update. Good afternoon, Keyboard Unk. Thank you, dude. I appreciate the afternoon, but don't appreciate the unk. Yo, what's up? What's up, Flick? What's up, Artcore? What's up, Meta? Kyria, how you doing? Fihan, how you doing? Frankie, how you doing? Evo, Ivo, I should say. We're doing the Evo today. I got my words mixed up. Papa Toes, hi 6th. EVO80 time. I like mine very thocky though. Well, we're gonna build one, and then we're also taking a look at what it looks like. I guess stock. I haven't even opened it yet, so I don't even know what color this is. I remember discussing what color, but I don't remember anything else. Kids these days have no respect for their elderly, huh? Agreed, bro. Absolutely agreed. Goddamn, it's 1 a.m. I should go to sleep, but then I saw the stream. Thanks for sticking with, bro. I'm here to grumble about beige and plain chips being mid. Gingy really gonna say that? Elquan with the compliment. You know what's never mid? Elquan. Highest of the highs, alright? Highest of the highs I get from Elquan, okay? Makes me smile 24/7. Using Type R velvets, have you dabbled with this? Type R red velvets. Those sound really familiar. Maybe I haven't? Sour cream and onion on top?
Sour cream and onion on top.
I'll let you do you. Twitch recommended I follow Morgan J based off my current follows. Come on, bro. That's crazy. Hi, JV. How you doing? What's up here for my addiction fix? We'll try our best. We'll try our best today. Also, look, I assembled it. Now it's going to stay on my desk. Honestly, this thing's dope as fuck, dude. This thing is super cool. Although, I'm not going to leave it plugged in. I like the LED on it, but I also don't want to run another cable to the back. So, isn't the Evo sold as a pre-built? It is, but they asked if I want to build one too. Basically, here's how this stream came to be. I guess we'll talk a little bit about that. I was talking to another content creator, and they were like, "Bro, have you seen how popular the Evo is?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're pretty popular." Then somehow, somewhere, within the span of the 24 hours, they're like, "Hey, do you want to look at an EVO80?" And they sent this one here. I was like, you know what? If it's been that popular, people have already reviewed this to hell and back. Like, this is not new. This is just me being like, all right, everyone seems to really like this board. I guess we'll take a look. So they asked. I said, sure. They said, do you want to also build one? And I was like, because I was about to ask them that anyways. They read my mind. So, you know. Hello, Alex. How are you? A cool question about the Mantis 65. Is there a limited stock for each color? No. It's open. The only limited stock will be the special edition ones. Me and Bull are going to talk more about everything on Friday on Bull's stream. But yeah, like your mouse? Thank you. I appreciate that, Gail. How unlucky. I go to sleep when the stream starts. I know. It's late for some people. I apologize. We'll have daytime streams on Sunday. Been watching so many VODs. I just tried your wait, what's it supposed to say? To pause your live stream just to get a drink? Damn, Burn. Oh wait, I left these underneath. Get out of here, my films. But yeah, I mean, today's been. I hope everyone has had a good day. I'm exhausted today. I don't know if you guys can tell. Probably not. But I'm more exhausted than I have been all week. Today's been a lot. Like, I did a lot of work. I even recorded something today, and then I have so much more stuff I need to get done. I just had no energy to do. Like, I literally have not had a... Well, okay, I did have one small little break for like 30 minutes. But I've not had, like, a moment to breathe, really, so... Yeah, there's an EVO 75% board coming soon, they announced. I think there's a whole lineup of this EVO stuff coming out. But yeah, that's pretty much the day. I don't know what else I want to do. I've been training Pokemon when I have some spare time. Been playing on my little analog pocket, you know. I'm going between Fire Red and then that little modded one I got. Gizmo, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate the 16 months. Thank you. Is there a follow-up from DHL UPS problems? DHL has solved all problems within literally 24 hours. DHL is freaking goated even though there was a problem. It wasn't even DHL's fault, by the way. UPS has not done anything. I actually did inquire about the reference number they gave to me today, and they just said still pending. I asked them today again, what's going to go on with the, I guess the, what's it called there? The interest this bill is building, and they said, like loosely, they said, we're really not sure, but it should be waived. I keep trying to get something in writing from anyone just so I can, like, you know, cover my bases. But at this point here, like, no one wants to help me there, so whatever. But yeah, UPS, still nothing. I mean, this is exactly, sorry, I keep switching. This is why I haven't, like, I'm not using UPS anymore. If people ship via UPS, there's nothing I can do or control. But, like, I'm not going to actively contribute to them anymore. They're just so bad, dude. Do you not have a receipt or credit card? It doesn't even matter because I could literally show them the proof. The proof is in their system, Keep Science, but waiving the new bill is like very difficult. Apparently, it's like extremely difficult. It takes a team of engineers to waive the new build. So, or bill rather, not build. Might be buying a Solar 80 soon. The Solar's nice. The Solar's a cool one. I'm not sure if you saw the comment, but the keyboard vendor list in your website table is showing empty for some reason. It is? Let's see. Maybe I'll fix it live with you guys. I don't think today's going to be a very long stream. Let's see what's going on. Vendor list. No result found. Okay, let me go update that. Honestly, I might switch back to the old list, guys. I might have to. I have a feeling this new table style list is like gonna be problematic. I like the new list. A lot of people said they love the new list, which I really appreciate, but oh, I have to update the app that it's using. Oh my god, because I have like a plugin for this. Let me just update it, and it probably should just automatically start working. I should enable auto updates on this one. Enable. I like the new list too, though, guys. It is nice, but it's annoying. Yeah, it's active now. Sorry, guys. It's active now, though. I just put Shoshin on my Wooding. Dude, I like this Ori 65 is kind of hot. I love it. All right. Camera hates this box. But how have you guys been? Seriously. Everything been okay, guys? Everyone just like happy and healthy, I hope. Maybe both, maybe one. Hopefully just healthy or happy. I don't know. I hope both. A CS2 case opening stream? I don't really play Counter-Strike anymore. Counter-Strike's too addicting. It's too much, man. Today was a rough one. I'm sorry to hear that, Meta. I hope the stream and just like the community here make it a little bit better for you, bro. I got a new plum tree today. That was dope. Oh, like you planted one? That's cool. How long do those take to like normally grow? Today's been a big pain in the ass. Or been an ass in the biggest way, rather. Pain in the ass, same thing. Why? What happened? Friendly reminder to complete the dab of the day. Thanks. Dab of the day. I know what that means, but I don't have that. So I'm going to drink water. So hyped for the Ori. Did you order one? It's good. Got to hang out with a friend and got some new batch of switches. Let's go, dude. Doing good. I deadlifted 473 for 4 reps. God damn. I did 4 minutes on the rower today, bro. Hydrate. Got you, dude. Healthy man. I like that. Medical sticker Monday had a panic attack and it kind of drained me. Got to keep on going though. KB. So sorry to hear that. First of all, I'm hoping this community can bring you some like stress freeness. You know what I mean? You okay now though, man? I unfortunately did not make a snare drum for my audition. It was super neck and neck between me and this other kid. I found out that the other night he beat me out. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that, Tat. I'm going to try and see if there are some other alternatives that need to do cymbals again, which is what I had to do last year, but I'm not sure how things will turn out. Hopefully you at least get to participate. Hopefully, it is tragic. I have to deal with logging in security apps, security system and app. Ugh. That does sound a little bit too much. In my grandmother's home village in Croatia, we have a generational family plum tree. It would take about 3 to 4 people to wrap their arms around. Pause. Plum trees grow that big? I thought plum trees were small. Now I want to look this up. Hi, Mamba. Thank you, Hebby. Appreciate it. Hold on. I need to go look now. What do you think about the alu plate with blue cheese switches? That would be a sick combo. Honestly, my favorite plate in the Manta has so far been the aluminum plate. But I think the FR4 plate, or I guess the carbon fiber rather, is my second favorite. You said plum trees, right? I'm not reading that wrong, right? Let's see. Plum trees. Large. You know, I had no idea. Like, I'm looking at it right now. I thought they were way smaller trees. There's some big ones. Holy shit. I had no idea they get this big. Like, some of them look small, but some of them actually have huge... Yeah, actually, some of these are crazy big. I had no idea. I learned something today. I love learning things like this. Yeah, it does look like a specific variety. That's what she said? Okay there, buddy. Today was kind of special because my Brazilian boys from Furia eliminated C9 in the Saudi Esports World Cup today. I'm hyped because we are literally the worst region. I just hope we don't shit in the bed tomorrow. Really? Are they bad? The EWC drama is crazy? What's EWC? Is that the tournament thing? I don't know anything about these tournaments. We have a large one all over LA? I had no idea. I thought they were like small little fragile trees. I had no idea. I mean, that's cool. I love learning stuff like that. I think when I was younger, we had some sort of fruit tree. I just don't remember what it was. It could have been apple or pear. I just don't remember of the two. But let's take a look at this board, shall we? ETA for unlubed granites. I think Mike said hopefully end of this month. So really soon, but I'm also not 100% positive. Things change all the time for shipping. Thank you, Squill. Appreciate it. Alright, so model TKL, leaf spring gaskets. Tells you even the aluminum, the materials. Oh, I like that. They just put a little like rough estimate of everything here. So 17.5 front height with an EKH of 22. That's pretty good, actually. Damn, and it's 1.9 kilos? I like this box. This box is like a cool unboxing. God damn. So, okay, little history on this too. Everyone's been telling me this is like such a good pickup. Everyone tells me all the time this is like the keyboard to pick up for a good TKL. I didn't get to see too many builds. Like, I was searching this, and I didn't see too many with no foam or very little foam. I will say, though, let me actually go to the EVO80 page. The price of $165, because I think it's $5 off at Mechanical Keyboards right now. It's pretty good. There's Azure switches. There's also KeyGeek switches. So you can get either HMX or KeyGeek with FR4 or polypropylene. It does look like, depending on the switch you get, it does affect the plate that you get. A lot of these seem to be not sold out, but it does seem like there is limited options at the moment. Apparently this is an extremely popular board. So, I don't know. I really want to see what the hype is on this. Everyone's been telling me, like, why haven't I taken a look at this particular thing yet? So, 165, I mean, anything 170 and lower for something like what it shows like on the website is good. So, if you guys didn't know, this is the same family of product as Neo and QWERTY keys and all that jazz. So, they did send over, like I said, a separate thing to build because I talked to them about it. But first, I want to set up the board here. The Azure version foamless sounds really good. That's what we got. I don't know what's in this one here. I forget, but we'll take a look. Ah, hell yeah, dude. This is a sick one. Wait, this looks really nice. this thing? The Alex special? I mean, right away, the keycaps actually look pretty damn good quality, too. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, that did not close properly. Let's make sure this is properly closed. So nice.
What keycaps are on that Ori above?
Isn't this is Shashin, right, guys? I'm not going crazy, right? I have a few sets that kind of resemble each other, so. Dude, this is so nice looking. Ooh, even these curves on the side are quite nice. For 165 bucks, the coating on this is gorgeous too. It's a nice coating. Kind of has like, I don't know if that's just my eyes playing tricks, but it has like very small flecks of like sparkles in it, but it's very, very mild. I think there's like a protective film on this thing too. This is nice. Sounds foamy already. The stock one comes foamy. But the goal today is to take a look at the stock one, and then we're going to take a look at building one from the ground up, you know? Alright, shape-wise, I'm into this already. Thin side bezels. And we talked about this the other day. I like when TKLs either have nothing, or they have a little like accent below the nav cluster here, or they have an all-out thing. I don't like little circles or little engravings. I love this. This is very much my my cup of tea. The stock keycaps are pretty nice. I'm assuming these are PBT. How thick are these? The QK coatings have sparkles in them, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. Oh, these are really thick. You can already tell these are thick boys. So nice thick keycaps. Let's measure them. Where do I keep putting my little measuring thing? I'll find it. 1 second. Here it is. The battery is still going strong. This is crazy. 1.6 millimeters. Very, very nice. And they're die sub, so these are not going to be double shot or anything. So these are die sub. Side profile. Let's take a look at that. Pre-built, but we're going to do a build of this too. I would personally say that's a pretty side profile. I think this curve over here really does something for the board. It adds, like, depends if you're in the shadow or not, but I do like it. It gives it some texture. This foot of the weight, I think, kind of makes the side profile sort of unique too. It's not just a box on wedge, or wedge on box, whatever you want to call it, but it does have some nice angles and curves on the side. That is pretty. For a budget product, I would say that is pretty. QK, only Owl Labs products. I think I'm banned. I'm pretty positive. Well, this orange is phenomenal. I'm 100%. 100%. No, these switches, I prepped this for a different project. I don't even know why I left them on my desk. Cool. I like this a lot. Yeah, this is pretty. All right, I guess I kind of want to see how this is going to sound, and then we can start our actual build of this. It's even more orange than my mouse. It is. It's a nicer orange, in my opinion. Let's see. Let me plug it in. Because it has RGB and stuff, right? Oh, these? Whoa! Actually, the RGB is pretty sick on this. If you're into that, at least it comes with it. I'm not into it, but I'll probably turn this off later. I like the little RGB on the accents, though. That's cool. Let's see. Is this better than the Neo 80? I don't know yet. We're gonna see, though. I feel like the Neo 80 was like the last one of the Neo lineup. Until like they shifted over into the really good stuff. I mean, already I can tell you this is well done. Hi Fakos, how you doing? Long time. They did a really good job with the foamy sound profile. Oops, sorry guys. This is fun sounding. It's not low in sound signature for foamy stuff. It has that like nice brighter kind of shot of sound that it's giving you while being kind of foamy, you know? Which is cool. But now we're going to actually build one, because I also would like to see how this board sounds with no foam, because, you know, it is what it is. Good, how are you? Glad to see you're popping up. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I've been good, man. Trying to game when I can. I tried playing some PUBG the other day. That was a mistake. But honestly, just living. Nothing too crazy. How have you been, man? Anything new you're up to? FR4, we got Hot Swap PCB. And then and some stabs. Cool. PUBG will never hit like it did in 2017. Dude, the lobbies we were playing in is bots. Like, either you win everything, or then you get players who are complete sweats and you just lose immediately. So I wonder, should I just do completely foamless with this? The pre-build does not come with all of this stuff, but it comes with everything you saw on this keyboard. Okay, just so we can go back to this for 1 sec, I do think for 165, the case quality alone, and like even the fact that this has, like, we'll kind of just continue with reviewing this. It has its own, you know, it's kind of a custom keyboard, but you can do whatever you want. It's a leaf spring, which you don't ever find in keyboards this price point. Right? You don't find them at the $165 mark. It has some really thick silicone gaskets over here. I think right now, like, just looking at this is really good value for 165 bucks. But has QWERTY keys really ever let us down in that sense? For value, no. Now will be the deciding factor of, can we make this also sound kind of clacky? So we'll see. The cutout foam is kind of nice to take away the hollowness. I might just use the cutout foam and just leave that in. Good old PUBG, those were the days. Glad you're doing well. Been good, man. Been learning game dev. Been making a game, man? Are you gonna make a game? The PCB does have flex cuts. I don't even think there's a non-flex cut version of this, though. It does have some flex cuts, though. Well, some. It has a lot of flex cuts. But this is the style for people who want this. Like, you get a little bit more flex, I suppose. But, you know, would I prefer a non-flex cut version? Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, wireless for this is insane, too. I don't like the way this PCB is sitting, though. I don't think it's supposed to have, like, almost like a bubble to it, but it's a little warped. I don't know if you guys can tell. We'll make it work, though, with the plate. Shouldn't be a problem. I don't think it had an optional solder PCB. I don't even know if you can buy extra parts to that degree for this keyboard. Resembles your desk. Haha. That's crazy, man. Looks flat when laying on your desk, but bent when you pick it up. That's crazy. You know, okay, I'm gonna give them props, though. I appreciate that the plate also has matching flex cuts. I feel like that's kind of low-key a rarity. Usually you get companies who just like stack flex cuts and then they don't do the same thing to the plate, and it makes it really weird. So appreciate that. I truly do. On and off switch underneath this. The caps lock, I mean, pretty standard fare. All right, well, I guess let's just, because we're doing plate mounted, or yeah, we'll do plate mounted stabs. There's no option for regular stabilizers with this, but again, I feel like I say this all the time these days. There is nothing wrong with using or sorry, there's no room for PCB mounted stabs. There's nothing wrong with using plate mounted stabs though. I still don't think these are terrible. In fact, I think they're fine. I think the hatred for plate mounted stabs have been a little bit overblown. So the benefits of flex cuts, I mean, here's a tricky conversation, right? Because like I personally don't think there's a objective list of benefits and negatives. It's all personal preference. You could technically get a softer typing experience at the expense of sound. You could get a bouncier type as well, like not only softer typing but bouncier. Some people also will say that they prefer having flex cuts with full foam keyboards because you get more of a foamy sound rather than a sharper sound because of the PCB. But again, I think it's a lot of like what are you looking for in a keyboard type thing? Because if you're not looking for any of these things, then like, you know, it is. There are some objective things, like if you try to build a flex cut plate with no foam, you are going to get a thinner sound and you are going to get a keyboard that sounds dull. But here's the thing, like I'm going to tell you it's thin, but some people might tell you that's their sound profile preference. But yeah, there is a list of things for both, like cons, negatives, whatever you want to call them. I still prefer 1.6mm PCBs. It's flexible, subjective. Well, okay, sorry. Okay, let me reword what I said. The subjective part is if you like it or not. What I meant about it was calling it a pro or a con. There you guys go. I fixed it. Is there a non-flex cut 1.6 offered? Not to my knowledge. Unless someone else has like inside info that I don't. Oh my god, please. They put tape around this. I need to open it somehow, guys. I got this. There we go. It does help make the board a little quieter. Yeah. So if you're going for a silent build, then yeah, technically it will be pretty quiet. Oh, these are already lubed. Okay, let's just put these in, and if they're in need of some extra love and care, I'll fix them up. I'll fix them up good. Also, guys, I'm getting through Daredevil right now. Daredevil kind of got interesting again. Do the budget boards brands take your criticism, Alex? You know, okay, I had someone very kindly let me know that the budget brands and people have been looking at some of my criticism. Not that I expect them to, you know. I don't know. I feel like I'm not super important. Like, don't try to fight me on this. I don't think I'm super important in terms of like the budget stuff. Like, I think when budget brands hear maybe what I have to say, or anyone in really like the high end customs has to say, it's like, oh well, it doesn't really matter. But I did, like, the biggest change that I've seen so far is it seems like some brands are now picking up that we are not liking as a whole, that they're advertising for VIA compatibility, but then saying, oh, actually, we meant you have to load up these files for VIA to work. So I have seen brands be a little bit more like, they tread lightly now with how they're wording their stuff. And I did get someone kindly who emailed me saying that some brands have actually just, you know, decided to let customers adjust their stuff for them, which is not something, you know, a brand should do, but it's like a step in the right direction type thing. So that was nice to hear. Like, that was cool to see. Why send it to you if they don't take criticism? So some brands already have stuff pre-assembled, like pre-manufactured. There's nothing you can do. The only time they'll ever probably apply anything from criticism is the next iteration, or maybe an iteration where they have room to develop it. But I mean, you know who actually took criticism very well? And this is sort of, kind of, not really recent, but the last big thing that I feel like collectively, when us as a whole were like, yo, this has got to stop. I feel like QWERTY keys and Owl Labs. More QWERTY keys, like just, you know, part of their family of keyboards. I think collectively when we were like, can we please design some keyboards for people who also like 1.6 mil PCBs and don't want just foam? There was obviously pushback from community, and they did it anyways. And now look, they're like one of the most popular brands. Like they have been very good with listening to criticism. But like if you're asking if a random brand who sends a keyboard in and they make one keyboard and it doesn't do well and then that they leave, then yeah, that's probably why they're also not going to take criticism. It's because they're just not going to stick around. QK definitely took your criticism of the QK80 well by never sending you any more of their Owl Labs boards again. God damn it, dude. No, QK, they have been super good as of recent with communication and everything. Like, I'll say this, and I'm not afraid to call it, like, I'm not afraid to say this too. I think a lot of the negative feedback from when when I reviewed the QK80 or whatever it was, I think it was mainly the Discord mod team or someone from the Discord mod team who manages their Discord. They just turned it all into a shit show. And they mocked people for stating I might have a different preference. And I called them out on that publicly too. So this is not like me just airing it out for the first time, but Kiwi did a good job with the SUSE 8 round 3. They made a force break mod and did some other things. Yeah, companies listen. It's just not all the time. Good companies listen. Maybe that's the takeaway here, right? A good company will look at the criticism if it's customers. You'd be surprised though, Chief. Like, I think VIA not loading up natively is a deal breaker for some people. I really do. I feel like some people will take that and be like, you know what? No. So wait, should we do this completely with no foam? I feel like we should at least put the mid foam in. Someone said that this sounds insanely good with no foam though. I don't know. No foam? Try no foam first, then add mid foam if it's too thin. Yeah, we could do that. Are you guys down? We have time to do both. It's only 30 minutes in. We can do both. Fuck it. We have plenty of time tonight. Usually with pre-built boards like this, I usually don't have to build anything, and then we tear it down, but this we can do a whole bunch to it. The cutout foam is slightly better, but give no foam a try. Yeah, I'm not, for the record, I'm not expecting much with zero foam, just because it's flex cuts, but I am hoping that using mid-plate foam will be super awesome for this. I have good feedback from Eltrix support. I got a Zoom Tiga and the 2.4 plus Bluetooth was not working properly. Opened a ticket after a couple emails. They responded promptly, by the way. They sent me a new PCB. I mean, they did tell me, because Wuche and Meltrix, when I spoke to them last and I mentioned, hey, one of the biggest things that seems to be a topic is just your customer support level. And dude, they told me, they're like, no, we are 1000% going to work on it. So I'm hoping that they do work on it, because they're cool people. They're a cool brand. I like working with them sometimes, but yeah, I hope they do kind of manage to sort a lot of their customer service grievances out. Can I chime in on their CS? Sure. I mean, if it's good or bad, for sure. It's still mixed from what I understand. It's just nice to see that there's a good story, because usually it's bad stories I get. I'm like this, I can't do the JSON file working for VIA, so I like to have TKL Blacksmith accept. Yeah. Rep was super friendly and response time was super good. I mean, it's good too, Boxster. Was looking to get Granite switches, but they're sold out. They'll be back soon. They'll be back soon. They're not going to be a limited stock item. I'm pretty positive. I say this because honestly, I have a bad memory, but I'm pretty sure me and Mike discussed making them regular stock items. So you're just going to have to wait for more to manufacture, which unlubed ones are on the way. But the lubed ones, with the new lubing process, they're sold out right now. I know you explained it already, but what's the difference between NK Classics and Granite? Literally just the spring and the top housing, which does make a different sound profile. The top housing alone changes the top out and makes the switch not as loud as the VNK Classic. What's going on with this pin? This pin's bent. They're sending out plus a free CF plate. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Mode's customer support is top tier. They sent me a crappy product. Everything in the box is missing something. What? They clearly want to be better. Their QC absolute doo-doo, though. So they did send you something then, and piece by piece through. What the hell must have happened? Rar, are you... Maybe did someone go through your mail? Did someone open it? If it went through customs, it might have been opened too. Because it's a potential possibility. I got both the Classic and Granite switches on the way. Might throw them in the Dune. For the Dune, I think you might like the Granites better. Maybe. What plate are you using? Because I find I like the NK Classics for boards that aren't as bright. And then for the Granites, I prefer... yeah, like Granites, I'd probably put on the PP plate if you have that. PCB issues, I feel, are more common on brands who focus on nice boards with great pricing. Had issues with Wuche's Icky PCB and also noted PCBs. And you're not wrong there. Sometimes to get the prices lower, you have to kind of, unfortunately, cheap it on parts on PCBs. It's why sometimes when you see PCBs at $50 and you're like, damn, this is more expensive than some of the, you know, cheaper keyboards, there's a reason why. The parts on the PCBs will cost more. I had those Azure switches on Neo 65 no foam and it was the best note. Like, these are nice sounding. Who manufactures this? Is this just like Neo? Are they just doing switches on their own now? Alice Duo came in, building it right now while watching. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah, cool. Did those ship already? I didn't even know they shipped already. That's cool. Definitely learn to appreciate a pricey PCB. Yeah, man, we're using Gondo PCBs for the Manta. Putting Obscuras in it? Hell yes, dude. Actually, I think there's still some Obscuras left. I might ask Mode to ship me one more bag. I've been actually using them quite a lot recently. They're really nice, but I kind of want to get one more bag just to have, because we're not running them anymore after that. What's your favorite plate material for long poles and O-ring builds? Whew. Long poles and O-ring builds. Favorite plate material. You know, I think I might prefer a plastic plate for that. But I think my default answer, because it's O-ring, is always going to be aluminum. But I think that might be a bit too bright for my taste. So, yeah, you're right, Conan. They do lead in clacky, the Obscuras. Softer with deeper sound? Kinda. I mean, it would be definitely a deeper sound. And you wouldn't have that loud aluminum kind of side profile to it, I guess, you know? I had a warped plate, missing gaskets, bad stabs, and the PCB didn't connect. Stamp it wasn't signed. Yeah, maybe something slipped through the cracks then, Rar. That's unfortunate. But I'm glad they got you sorted, though, bro. That's good. It's like the bare minimum, you know? Absolute bare minimum. These are really pretty switches, too. We are putting Azure switches. We're trying no foam at all first. And then we're going to try putting the mid-plate foam. If this reads, I'm going to actually lose it.
Why are oranges called orange, but an apple is not called a red? Tutu, I can't take it anymore. Eating a boba with no honey, Miss Stewart. Eating a bugo with no honey mustard. Eating a burger with no honey mustard.
Is this supposed to be a joke? I don't know what this... And is this like a new meme? I threw these switches into my QK60 you showed yesterday. How'd it turn out? Did it turn out good? Damn it, and it. Love the Roman numerals. I think he was trying to say like I, but it didn't read that way. It just read as Roman numerals. I like my fries with no ketchup. I like my fries with no ketchup. I like my fries with no ketchup. Honestly, bro, on a real note though, like I don't know what meme this is, but fuck ketchup, bro. I hate ketchup. Ketchup sucks. Paired well with blue base? Hell yeah, Pika. I'm happy for you, man. Gotta put the dashes? Oh, maybe you have to put the dashes for it to read. I love the random brain rot bits in the stream. You know, I understand some of the brain rot, but there's just too much brain rot on a daily basis that I can possibly take in. Like, it is just too much. But I have to think social media, because I just found a new band that I really like yesterday. Because of social media, and I'm obsessed with listening to them today, so I have to thank it. Who? Sleep Token. I really like them. Their sound is like exactly what I usually like in music, so. But yeah, super cool. I'm happy. I found some new music. Do you eat fries plain or with some other sauces? Salt it. Like potato chips. Don't at me, bro. Leave me alone. Don't mention anything. Just nod. Trying to find a clacky switch for my Mode 65. The signal tactiles didn't quite do it for me. Oh shit, do you want linear? Clacky? You could go with Obscuras from Mode, or if you want something a little bit brighter, HMX stuff. HMX for sure. Oh, this switch is broken. I'll just put that there for now. The actual physical switch is broken. Alex, you gotta try seasoned sour cream as like a dip or something for fries. Imagine eating plain fries. Like, bro, let me just throw some salt on this potato. That's crazy, man. I'm getting attacked by Annette again. Raw dogging fries is actually crazy. Okay, this is one of those situations where if a fry needs something, honest to God, because there's some stuff that actually tastes good with fries, but if you have a solid fry, bro, with just seasoning, it could be Cajun seasoning, it could be salt, whatever, then the fry speaks for itself. But if you need to drown it in sauces, like ketchup, then I think the fry has not done its job. Ketchup is such a crude sauce. True. That's why I drown it in In-N-Out fries. Is it? Or I've never had In-N-Out. Are there bad fries? Fries plus flavor powdering. There's been some good flavor powders I've had, but I mean, like, those are few and far between. Like, I don't really go out of my way to even get those, to be honest, anymore. Ketchup is a smoothie. Fight me. I hate ketchup. Honestly, I've always hated ketchup. I like mustard, though. Mustard's real good. Mustard actually tastes, like, I don't know why. Mustard tastes real. Ketchup always tastes fake as fuck to me, dude. Because it just tastes, honestly, it's a... I don't know what it is exactly, why I think it tastes so fucking fake, but to me, ketchup tastes fake as hell, dude. Alex, what's your favorite song off the new Sleep Token album? I don't know which album I'm listening to right now because I only discovered them yesterday, but I really like Damocles, I believe it's called. So far, that's my favorite song. But I've only listened to like 7 songs on repeat for the last 24 hours, so. Are Pop-Tarts just breakfast raviolis? Please discuss. I haven't had a Pop-Tart in like 2 years. And the only time I've had a Pop-Tart was because someone donated like $10 and they said, go buy a pack of Pop-Tarts. Because they were glazing Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts they're okay. I need like 3 of them to fill me up, and then I feel like I'm just eating calories like nonsensical. You know what I mean? They're all right. I don't go crazy for Pop-Tarts. What flavor did you get last? Oh man, I don't remember. But they told me to get a flavor and I got it. I don't remember what flavor it was. Are you doing anything fun for your birthday this year? Asking because I remember we have the same B-Day and it's coming up. Hell yeah. Thank you, man. Happy almost birthday to you. What are you doing fun for your birthday? Bourbon, I am just... the honest truth, we were hoping to go get like a massage or something, like a couples massage, because me and my girlfriend, we share the exact same birthday. But we don't know what we're gonna do. We're I don't know. Honestly, I don't think some of the stuff is just too expensive to do. So we're trying to figure out that middle ground. Honestly, though, what we'll probably end up doing is staying home and play video games. Maybe eat something. Maybe get some nice food. So, exact same birthday, meant to be. Different year, same day, though. Same day and same month. So, I don't know. Do we play any sports? I don't know why I'm thinking about this so hard. I was about to tell you about when I was a kid I played soccer, but no, I don't currently play any sports. I was like, should I tell them about when I was like 5 and I played soccer? When is GF taking over stream while you go under for surgery? I don't know. I've asked her if she wants to take over stream one day. I said, can I have a break? And then she's like, no, you got to keep working. So she'll take over stream one day. She runs the show, though, behind the scenes. She likes keyboards. She's been into... What board has she been using? I think she's using the Wooding right now, actually. She's been getting kind of into the Hall effect stuff. I don't know how deep down the rabbit hole she's really gotten with the Hall effect stuff at the moment. But she's been going down the rabbit hole there. Oh, does this have pogo pins too? Bro, you can't ask for more. This is a really solid keyboard for this reason. That is nice. Actually, you know what? Maybe she is using the Mammoth. I don't remember which one she's using right now. Frog, speaking of Wooding, is there a way to turn a 60HE, maybe V2, into an HHKB format? Not really. Unless you have the slots for it, probably not. Because you'd have to like literally make a whole new PCB. Alright, I don't have high hopes for this combination, but maybe I'll be blown away. I really think the mid-plate foam is necessary. But again, who knows? Who knows? Have you tried playing Magic the Gathering? Dude, I used to play Magic the Gathering very, very briefly. Card games that I was into, I was really into Yu-Gi-Oh! For a while there, I was actually going to like little mini tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh! But then I stopped because I got in trouble at one of the tournaments. Listen, man, I'm going to tell you guys a story and you guys can shake your head all you want. I had no clue that one of the tournaments I was going had a ban list of cards. Like they were playing actual real format Yu-Gi-Oh! And I brought my deck and I started playing and they asked me if my deck was up to code and I didn't know what that meant and I said sure. And then we were playing and then I played Regeki and then I got kicked out. They told me, how dare you? And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? It's like that. It's a card that I bought. And they said, nah, get out of here. So I got kicked out. They said, you're banned. And then I didn't play in the tournament. I didn't know, man. No shot to kick you out for that. They did. It was a ban list card. And then I told them I wasn't. That's so harsh. It is what it is. I mean, like, I understood. I told them verbally that my deck was fine. And I lied to them. So I get it. My own fault. Pen pop, pen pop. Where's my pen anyways? Here it is. I can't believe they didn't tell you what was on the ban list. No, it was my own fault. There was a ban list. I didn't read the ban list because I didn't know what the hell it was. And when they told me, like, I remember they specifically used the words like, "Is your deck up to code?" And I said yes. Like it works. Like that's what I thought it meant. Like does it operate? You know? And I'm like, yeah, it's a good deck. But yeah, it ended up I misunderstood what they were trying to say. Little pen pop for you guys. Yu-Gi-Oh! Was really fun though, man. I really like Yu-Gi-Oh! I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is an objectively better card game than Pokemon. Like, objectively. I don't remember what deck it was at the time. It was just whatever cards I could afford. It wasn't like, I was a kid. Like, I was like, how old was I? I don't even remember. Well, as a teenager, but I wasn't old enough to buy my cards 24/7. Oh, wrong way. Hey, turned on. I'm going to use GMK caps for this. It's pretty though. I like these switches in it. Reverse TKL Leo goes hard. That would have been cool. Zen Pond? But we got orange on the bottom though, remember? Mars Cadet would be kind of fire on this, but it's on my key called 1800. Should we take it off? Damn, actually, it would go kind of fire on this. Alright, we're gonna do it, Let me go get it. Mars Cadet. I need the box for it. Oh. It was staring me in the face this entire time. I forgot what the box looked like. I thought it was a white box. There is plans to eventually get the granite switches into Europe. But as for when that happens, I couldn't tell you guys. Because I have no clue. Take it off the key cult doesn't deserve Mars Cadet. What do you mean? I actually really like this key cult. This is my favorite release by far. Why is offering things in Europe harder? I really don't know the answer to that question. It's just logistics of getting things places, that's all. And then getting people to like commit to buying Switches, because it's not like it's a pre-order item. So, logistics is the only answer I can really give you. You know, on the off chance that this sounds really good with no foam, what do we do? Because that'll be like the first ever. I don't even know what to do. I gotta try the number 3 TKL prototype, or you got to try it. I loved it. It looks so good. It is unique, right? It is so unique. Sorry, someone asked me, First time watching your stream, can I ask the something tech skill? I just built my own keyboard last week and I just buy hot swapping a keyboard. Oh, if you're looking for stabilizer tutorials, I have them on my YouTube channel. I think it's probably easier just to watch those than me explain it, just because I feel like I can't do a really good job at explaining it right now without visuals, and I don't have a set I'm doing. Is the number 3 gonna release one day? Yeah. It should. I think Mike's teased it as well. But it was at the meetup as far as I know. Ain't no way this is gonna sound good, right guys? Ain't no way, right? Damn, Mars Cadet does look fire on this though. Well, I mean, it's moving it from one white keyboard to another, but it looks cool because it has an orange bottom. That's why. Can you see YouTube chat? Yeah. Have you tried the new cherry switches? Do you mean those? Oh shoot, what are they called now? What are they called again? The new cherry ones? They're the Northern Lights or something like that? Northern something? Something Lights? I have a little batch. They only sent me like 30. So I can't really use them for a keyboard, but they seem okay. Like I haven't really done too much. HMX ass names. I'm surprised they went with that name, to be honest. The set looks so good on this color scheme. Dude, it's so nice, right? It's a good looking set for this, for sure. I'm kind of scared this is gonna sound really good, and I probably, maybe we won't have to even try the mid-plate foam. I did get the giant switch. It's sitting somewhere upstairs, I think. Let me just take all these off for now. We'll just take everything off this board. Cherry Cosmic Blacks? Is that the new one? I love these keycaps without the glyphs or whatever, which I'm guessing they don't make. Nothing beats the GMK Orange. Yeah, they only make this with sub-legends. This is, there's no compromise to that, unfortunately. Or fortunately, whatever you guys want to look at it as. I think it's nice with the sub-legends. It makes sense because it's in the cadet lineup of things. Have you tried any tactile switches that you liked? Dude, Gateron Type Rs. I think they are the best tactile switch that have come out in such a long time. Again, personal preference, obviously. Like, there's probably other ones people love. But, dude, it is so good. I love those switches. Seriously amazing. Type Rs are fantastic. They sound good. Hell yes. How are you? I'm usually on Twitch, but just got spammed with ads. Yeah, I don't know why Twitch does that sometimes. Twitch really do be like, hey, I don't really want you guys to watch my platform. Just spam me with ads type deal. They are kind of wild for that. For real. 100% they're fun to type on, the Type Rs. Yeah. They're so good. I love them. I think they're amazing. Just built my F1.8X with Type Rs on PP, changed my life. I'm dead ass like curious to see what that sounds like. That sounds like it would be amazing on paper. I'm not putting them back on the spot. Just putting them like this. Dude, Gecko, if this sounds really good with no foam with a flex cut PCB, then I don't even know what to say. There's some mystery that needs to be unlocked, and I need to study this keyboard. But it also could be the mounting style. It really could be the mounting style of this that makes this super unique. So we'll see. What was I doing? This. I have your stream on my TV using YouTube, but type on my phone with Twitch chat. Hey, that's something. Yeah, the Twitch community and Twitch chat is like unparalleled in my opinion. No brand is doing it better than Twitch when it comes to that. But I think it's just really the community and all that. Anyone want to refresh their build, get nice screws? Got some fun rainbow screws. The bottom will look cool. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the rainbow screws are kind of fun. I've seen people do things like that. This does look insane as a theme for a board. I'm here for this. Ooh. Peas in a pod. This is perfect for this. Like, honestly, the gray matches the gray here. Like, it is the set for Mars Cadet. Or I guess the keyboard for it. Damn. Pause, bro. Does this sound good with just like, this is no foam at all? Like, zero foam. We're using the Azure switches, the FR4 plate, and that's it. I have a feeling it's going to be the mounting style. It's going to just fucking carry this thing, but let's see. Ooh, my stomach's growling. Do you guys hear that? I'm really hungry, but don't worry about it. Just keep listening to the sound test. Like, it's there. The sound is there. I do think I do want to add the... This is probably the best sounding flex cut PCB that I've ever typed on. Like, I would say this passes. It's not perfect, but it passes completely. And look how soft this thing is to type on with no foam. You know, I'm also curious, what if I just put one piece of foam on the bottom? Again, dude, that's crazy. It's these. It's 100% the way this is mounted. It basically lays on these pieces of metal that can kind of independently operate. And then what they've done, which I think is really smart, and I've always suggested companies to do this, probably not on stream, but like I've told companies, they have a piece of silicone that it's sitting on. So it's isolated away from the bottom of the case. To show you guys up close, it's such a good idea. See how it's isolated? So the only real thing that's touching is probably these screws, but it doesn't really matter. It's not just gonna bang on the metal, which we've seen them do in the past, right? We've seen them just lay this on metal and then it just clinks. So yeah, like, it's a super smart idea. So I wonder if I just put back the bottom foam, what's gonna happen? Because this is easy as hell to mod. So let's start with one piece. Like, does that make a big difference or what? It's not over the top foamy. And then we can try with this other piece of foam too, because it has cutouts. And I think the cutouts will actually do a pretty good job of letting some more of the metallic-iness come through. So let's try that too. The spacebar is knocking at my door. It is, honestly, this is genuinely surprising. Because if we put this now, how does this go? Like this? We can put this one and just see how this sounds too. In theory, this should let some of the brighter sounds travel through. I think this sounds the best. It's very, very slight. I can already tell though. I'm genuinely so shocked. I like the alphas. I'm personally more into these alphas. I'm not loving the modifiers. Like, they're good, but they're not, like, the best. Maybe that's just a switch choice. Maybe I can find a better switch that suits the modifiers, but I don't even mind the spacebar here. I don't think this space sounds super hollow. It's just a different... It's more of a plasticky sound, which, to be fair, I feel like with FR4 plates, it's kind of the vibe that you get with that. But I actually like the spacebar. I don't like the backspace, the enter, the shift, and this shift. But I feel like we can maybe switch out some stuff right now for that. This is nice though, man. For 165, like, you can tear this down if you buy the FR4 version. I mean, hell, this would be interesting with the polypropylene version too. But I feel like you can tear this down and get a lot out of this. This is nice. You know what I think is... Okay, going back to this, I know I just kind of said, wow, I really like this. At 165 to get these mounting styles, which you don't really see a lot in keyboards, I'm kind of here for. Like, you don't really get to use leaf spring mounts like this unless you buy expensive stuff. Yeah, plus pogo pin, plus... I mean, the catchball system, you guys know my thoughts. I'm kind of moot on catchball systems, but... Damn. God damn. Hold on, I want to try some different switches. Kind of want to try something different for the spacebar here. Leaf spring is a rarity, especially with well-executed leaf springs too. Yeah, this is a really good one. They did a really good job with the leaf springs here. First, let's try an Obscura switch, which I don't think will be that much different, but we'll see. Hold on, it's not actuating properly here. What do you think of the QK80 Mark II? All the QK80 stuff's okay. Like, I don't think I have any, like, strong feelings about them. It's good. I don't think you're gonna go wrong with it. You know, honestly, though, if I had the choice between the QK80 and this today, I'm picking this. Not too different. I feel like they're kind of on the same wavelength. Maybe these are a bit deeper. Got my granite switches in today. Do you think they would work well with the Evolve? The 75, not the Jelly. The one from Archetype, you mean? What plate? You didn't lube the stabs at all? Pre-lubed raw dog? Yeah, they're pre-lubed. I mean, I don't hear any ticking, so I don't even think we need to. You could try a cherry switch. Is it a cherry switch? Who knows how this will sound? Pause. Oh, I like the cherry switch. I mean, this is a nice combo with the alphas and the switch for the spacebar. Again, I'm gonna say this: it's not like the best of the spacebars I've tried, but again, I think this is one of those thresholds where I really like this spacebar. I've definitely used better. Like I've made a better spacebar on other boards, but for what I'm getting here at 165 bucks, holy shit! I can see why people have been hyping up this keyboard. I think this is really good. And I think this is, I don't think we've ever tried one, the first keyboard that's been flex cuts and a flex cut plate that has actually sounded really good. Like, I am shocked. Let me look at this again. This is literally what we're dealing with right now. No foam, FR4 plate. I think the Bridge 75 sounded good. But I think this is more well executed and also more unique looking. Because now with the Bridge 75, which like kind of low-key bothers me now that I think about it more and more, the bridge also has... I feel like it's kind of an OEM shell at this point here, you know? And people are using the bridge shell as other boards, and I feel like it's going to be like one of those dime a dozen keyboards. Insane for less than $200 for a pre-built. I mean, dude, even at plug and play, if you're just going to go with the plug and play PCB, which is where again? Like here. You just want to say screw it and then put this back on with the gaskets, like insane. That's pretty crazy, man. 165, I believe. I don't think it was CAD. Was I talking CAD? I'm pretty sure this is USD. Yeah, USD. Actually, if you guys wanted the Azure with FR4 and the spray, it's 160. Maybe I'm even wrong. Is it 160 for this one? Yeah, the spray coat Spark, this particular one's 160. So, again, I'm kind of shocked. Now, I want to turn off the RGB because I'm kind of sick of looking at it. Let's turn this off. I guess I have to plug it in, huh? I don't know if there's actually... Is there a command for this? Let's see. So that's that. Oh, here we go. A showcase review of the Lucky 80 soon. It's a poor man's Frog TKL with wireless. Man, can I be honest? I hate the Frog TKL. I love all of Geon's stuff, but I hate the Frog TKL. I'd be down to look at it. I don't think anyone's carrying it in the US yet. Are they? Not bad, though. Yeah, this is really good. For foam lovers and for people who don't want foam. I am shocked. Dude, this kind of makes me want to see this mounting style done exactly like this in more boards. The only thing I would say maybe I'd want different if you're going to do more boards, I don't know if it's possible if they're going to continue to use catchball system, but I would think maybe move this from here to either more here or just remove this entirely and make a smaller leaf spring here or something like a half spring. But dude, absolutely crazy. Like, I would never have guessed this is all flex cut. This is probably one of the softest keyboards too I've typed on in a while. This is the EVO80. If you type an exclamation point build, or if you're watching from YouTube, it's in the description. I have the proto of the Tech 80 and a Class 60 with leaves. Would you say this is kind of... Yeah, this is basically the same thing, really. This is kind of like those ones there. I think this is better executed, though, than the rest of the boards. Maybe not the Class 60, but this is really well executed. Yeah, they said I can take a look at the EVO75 as well. We'll give this away, too, eventually. I don't know, I'm kind of enjoying typing on it right now, so maybe give me like a month or two. Maybe we'll give it away in September, but I'm genuinely enjoying this. This is so soft to type on. The front height's good, the shell looks nice, like... Goddamn. Very nice. I don't know. I'm speechless. I really don't know what to say. I did not expect this. I do wish the layout support was there, but I'm also not moaning and groaning about it because I know why this board doesn't support that layout. Maybe for the EVO75, they'll kind of learn from that, but this is supposed to be at its core a pre-built keyboard. And for the fact that I can kind of just take this apart and get this out of it too, goddamn. So, very happy about that. I am seeing that there's a JSON file available for VIA, which probably means this doesn't load up into VIA natively, which is a bit of a bummer. So let's see. Let's see if this loads up into VIA natively. I probably have to turn off the wireless mode. This is FR4, yeah, which is surprising. So if we go to VIA, on. Oh, I have to turn off the, hold on. How do I do it now? How do I switch this to wired mode? There we go. That's wired mode. Does it load? It does not. It's okay. Well, at least they provide a JSON on the page. Not that I'm a big fan of that, but it is what it is. I've already gone through a bajillion speeches of this. Would be nice for them to be compliant, because if you do want to use this in wireless mode, I mean, sorry, if you want to customize this, I understand the wireless mode is kind of like annoying to work with, but I mean, still. Came with some extra keycaps, the dongle. Most keyboard users I've seen on Discord have a grudge with flex cuts due to believing how it's a conspiracy Chinese keyboard manufacturers make this. I mean, if people are believing that nonsense, they're weird, bro. But the thing with flex cuts, it's just they're a little. They typically, from what we've even seen here, like just speaking in a bubble, or I guess speaking just from our perspectives, like I think from what we've seen, from what I've built, typically they end up making keyboards like sound really thin. But I know why they're manufactured that way, because people in different regions like different things. And we're all not the same. Like, we all are different at the end of the day, and that's fantastic. That's cool. More gaskets here, too. Well, goddamn. This is with no foam wonder. I don't even want to put the foam in because I'm afraid it's going to sound too foamy. This is with no foam. Just the one piece at the bottom. Very nice. Well, I'm happy with today's stream. I am. How are you guys feeling about the EVO80? Definitely need to hear the Ori before you log off. For sure. Yeah, like I said, this week here is a bit of a weird week with streams. Like, everything pretty much got canceled. Even technically now, a Friday stream is getting pushed. So I need to find something different, which I already know what I'm doing Friday. I'm probably going to do my other... top mount. I'm probably going to do my other PCB combo for, what's it called there? My Geist board. So Friday will be a personal build, but then Sunday we're still doing Gunpla. Like I said, this week's a weird week with keyboards. I don't know why everything got moved this. Well, I know why, but like, yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, honestly, I might even just do another Manta on Friday. Who knows? I know Bull's already doing a Manta, but maybe we'll make it a double Manta day. Who knows? I'm not even sure. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a short one today. There wasn't really a whole lot I had planned other than the EVO80. I was going to do switch lubing with you guys, but I don't really have any other switches I need to lube at the moment. Double Manta day? Yeah. Good afternoon, rough day. Coming to the point with my job that that every day I'm just mentally drained and feels like I'm starting to change who I am / how I am as a person, strongly disliking it, need to change, considering quitting because my mental health is going so far down the drain. Destin, I don't want to like push you in any direction. It's kind of what, not my last job, but the job before that, I was in the same position where I felt like I was getting more like angry. And I do feel like I waited too long and it did some damage to like who I am. Like it changed my character up a little bit. The only thing I can say, Destin, is I hope you make it through it. If I could advise you and give you unsolicited advice right now, you got to find that motivation to start looking for something new right now. Because I don't know if you need to work. Like if you don't need to work and you can take some time off, you do you. But I think it's time maybe to find something new. And if you needed someone to tell you like you can do it, you can do it, bro. I'd say switch it out. I do calls nonstop for 8 hours in customer service, and man, just nonstop disrespect. Yeah, I get you, bro. I get you. I understand that when I'm genuinely just trying to help out. Yeah, that's the thing with customer support stuff. Dude, I didn't do it to that degree, but when I did a little bit of a help desk for IT, I was like completely over it the moment I started. So I get you, bro. But if you needed that wake up call right now, not even wake up call, but just if you needed that push, start looking. I waited too long. I waited way too long. I should have been out there like 2 years prior, you know? Appreciate it, y'all. It's been 4 years, and I think it's time to hang up the towel. There's only so much you can take, my friend. Do you prefer black cherry pie Frankenswitch or all-in-one BCPs without buying? Mac, I much prefer doing it yourself. The new BCPs, the ones that come like pre-made, I don't know. I just don't think they're the same. Been looking and got a resume all set up with that new. Hell yes, Destin. That's what I'm talking about, dude. Yeah, dude. As long as you're getting the ball rolling, things will fall into place. Trust. Just get the ball rolling and have a positive attitude, like with what you're doing. Again, just to keep it a buck with you, like you're gonna have to grin and bear work a little bit longer, but don't put yourself into a weird position where you just take time off and then suddenly it's hard to get back into the work field again. I feel like a lot of people who I've spoken to who kind of go that route end up regretting that choice. So, yeah, I would say just keep pushing. Just don't do anything you regret. That's all, my friend. That's all. I almost got an EVO80, but I decided to go for the Crush 80. Have I done a Crush? Is the Crush good? Do you like it, Javux? I don't know. Is it good? In keyboard spaces, would rather hang out with positive Peter or negative Nancy. I don't really care for negative people. I don't really give a shit about people who just like fucking find reasons to hate everything all day long. Like I'm just not into that. I'd rather be someone who's maybe even too bubbly. Like I'd rather be someone with them. But yeah, I don't really care for people who just find a problem with everything. Because I feel like the moment you become negative in this space, you end up becoming elitist as well. And that's just not something I vibe with. Why are my Cherry MX2As not clacky after lubing? Meta, did you put too much lube? They are kind of sensitive to the amount of lube you put. I think you might have over-lubed it. Perhaps just a smidge, my friend. Maybe. Should I get a PC plate or aluminum plate for the Agar? I like the aluminum personally. I think it gives it some clack. So yes, I'm thinking aluminum. Yeah, Destin, good luck to you, my friend. I hate that you're in that position, my friend. Bro, should I put foam in this Alice Duo or not? Did I put foam in it? I think I prefer... Actually, yeah, I'd personally say, yeah, do foam. Because, I mean, it's an Alice board anyways. Like, the space bars are going to be nothing that... Like, the Alice Duo is not really something that writes home, like, sound-wise. So I'd say, yeah, just put the foam in it. Bring out the Alice Duo. One of them isn't charged, so I couldn't even type on it if I wanted to. Put it at kinetic sand or coins. Only if Anit provides me the coins. That's it. Only if Anit provides them. Gecko!
Thank you for the stream, bro, and stay healthy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Wait, did you see my Insta comment and the unboxing? I did. A few people were funny about it, man. I saw some people put it on YouTube as well. I had a good laugh. I had a good laugh. Thank you, though, Gecko. I really appreciate the sub, man. It really, really helps. I really appreciate it, man. Totally agree. I found myself completely disagreeing with others' preferences, but it's to no one's benefit to bombard someone about how their preference is bad. We all like our own stuff. Yeah, the problem with like this. Okay. I only have experience with the keyboard space as of right now, but like, I've noticed the moment you become super anal about your preferences to the point where you're becoming a bummer about them. So nice. Thank you, Frog. I appreciate you, man. I really think you become an elitist person, or you become someone who becomes self-righteous about what they think is good. And then you just become no fun to talk to. Like, you know how many times I see in Discords where it's like, I'll say I really like this Switch, and then I have to hear some pretentious rant about how I'm wrong. And just how, like, physically the material of it. And I'm just like, I don't care. So, it's just one of those things. I always forget to use my Prime sub because you're one of the few people I watch nowadays, but time zones are making it hard to be here. Thank you, Gecko. I'm going to be doing more early streams soon. I think as of August, you should see more early streams during the days. So hopefully we can make you happy and watch some stuff. Remember, overthinking and overanalyze separates the body from the mind. What Annette said. Whatever he said, what Annette said. Thoughts on moving from Canon to Sony? Go for it. Dude, I think Sony makes really good cameras. I think Canon works better with color. But Sony, like, there's nothing wrong with them. Like, I know I kind of dog on Sony's color science sometimes, but yeah, they're boring cameras to shoot with sometimes. But yeah, they're the best when it comes to autofocus. Like, I wouldn't choose any other camera for autofocus, for example. Like, if I had to buy a new camera right now and I had to not go with, like, some of the, you know, pretentious shit that I kind of like, I'd probably pick up another Sony at this point. You know, I'd probably pick one up. I really like Sony as a hardware company. Well, they make good stuff. Like, I don't mind Sony. Is there a place to buy HHKB cases without a group buy or pre-order? There's... Ooh. Do you mean like Happy Hacking keyboards?
God damn, dude.
Oh my god. Thank you. I appreciate Slump for the 5 tier 1s. That's very kind of you, man. I really appreciate that. I don't know where right now, but I think... Oh, sorry. There is one person who's selling HHKB cases. I can't remember what their name was again. But there's also going to be a new case coming out, I think from Keyspensary soon, for HHKB stuff. As of right now, if you speak about liking tri-mode on high budget boards and still think it's a potential fire hazard under $100, even if you told them they're not Royal Kludge from years ago. Mac, I think whatever Discord you're hanging out in, I think it's time to join a new one, my friend. I think the people in that one are probably driving you a little crazy. Because if I had to listen to like conspiracy theories all day, I probably would go crazy too. I think I'd be like a little over it at that point, you know? That Ori looks so good. Someone sell me one. Dude, I'm telling you, the Oris are beautiful keyboards. They're stunning. Although I wish this wasn't PVD. I like the Sandblaster one better. But it's just the fingerprints and dust get stuck on this. It's kind of annoying. I gotta steal. I think it's time to find a new Discord. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely pockets of Discords for keyboards that people just get a little too crazy about, you know, a little too in their feelings about, so. The wooden bowl, though. Hold on. I gotta make it a little bit better. Hold on.
Hope the stream went well. I
DJ,
just
thank
missed
you
it.
so much. We built the EVO80. It was fantastic. I had to put the matching... I gotta put the matching keycap puller from Regalicious. You know? I gotta use it. Look at that. Look how nice this looks. Regalicious made these. Well, made this, but he makes these. I tried to convince him to sell it to you guys, but he likes doing small batches, and he doesn't want to make this a job, which I fucking respect. So he is super talented, though. No, this is a bowl I got a long time ago. This is a bowl. I'll pick it up. I got it from this guy. I got it out of Etsy a long time ago, but it's Spalted Maple. E. Caldwell. And then he even put... This is such a cool purchase. You know, it's so weird, but, like, it was such a neat purchase because it came with, like... He personalized the package. He put, like, little pictures of birds that he had taken. And he was like, yeah, just in case you want to see some other stuff I do. And I'm like, this is such a cool pick. Like, it's such a cool pickup. But yeah, Etsy doesn't do this stuff anymore. Etsy used to be so cool for, like, little small random pickups from people who made fun stuff. But Yeah, this actually, it's weird. This holds like a very special place in my heart. I really like this bowl. That's why I like having it on my desk. Yeah, it was fun. Can you please recommend what plate FR4 PP Alu for a first-time builder? I think you should start off with aluminum. I think everyone should always start off with aluminum, just because I feel like it's a very standard plate. And then you can kind of branch off from there. Like if you want to go lower, you pick something else. If you want to go higher, maybe you pick one of like the more stiffer plastics, like FR4, or not really a plastic, but you know what I mean. Etsy has so much garbage. Yeah, it's because it's mostly drop shipping now. It's crazy. It's all drop shipping. I love Spalted Maple. I just did a couple of Spalted Maple bowls and plates myself. Spalted Maple's gorgeous wood. So nice. In the market for a 60, what would be your recommendation? Ooh. If you're buying a 60 right now, okay, I don't know what's still running for 60s, but there was just so many that ran. Oh, these are Bumblebee Linears. Is there any 60 still available on the market that hasn't sold through? Maybe the Neo 60 is like a really quick one, but I think most of the other group buys might have already finished, unfortunately. The Agar is really nice too. Yeah, I'd pick up the Agar. Oh yeah, Solaris still in stock, Cappy 60, you're right, those are good. Can you still pick up a Seabass? I didn't know if you could. The CP01s though, I feel like are not a regular keyboard to pick up. That's gonna be a toughie. The Solaris is a really good pickup. Tempo you could pick up. That's going to be out of stock soon. So you could pick up that too. Alright though guys. I'm going to call it here. Today was really fun. I had a lot of surprise and shock building this Evo. But yeah, let's call it here. And then we'll pick up Friday. We're going to do a personal build Friday now. Like I said, it's a bit of a lighter week, sort of keyboards. But I hope you guys are still having fun with it all. Like, I hope it's been cool for everyone here. We'll do more. I pinky swear it. We just need to find some time for it, you know? Thanks for the stream, bro. It was a rough day. Thank you, Meta. I appreciate you. And I hope your day gets better, man. Get some good sleep tonight, man. Yeah, let's go find someone to raid. Let's just go raid. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go raid the Ducks. I don't even know who's streaming right now. Don't second guess. Thank you, Burn. I appreciate it, man. If you used a custom brass stainless steel plate on Adamas, will it clack further? It might be very clacky if you use something like stainless steel as a plate. That would be insane, Mac. Even catching the end was nice. My old coworker came by and picked up her board finally. Oh, hell yes. Did you build it for her? If so, I hope it turned out nice. Alright, guys. Really good time today. I'll make this a little YouTube video as well because I am genuinely shocked by this board. And I think it's an insane pickup. But thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll talk to you guys Friday. Who knows? Maybe I'll even go live sooner. But I'm definitely going to be streaming with Bowl on Friday. We're doing Manta talk. So we're going to do like in-depth talk. If you guys have questions about the Manta, maybe we can talk on Friday. I don't know. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good day. I'll talk to you guys on Discord tomorrow. See you guys. Love you. Bye-bye.